the females that I used to know. Sorry that your boy had to come and go, but I still got love for you and you and you and you and you.
This is your lunchtime lesson with King Mason, and we are still here talking about anger versus bitter. So today, let's ask this question. How to coexist with the bitter person in your life. Do you know how to do that? Somebody who is bitter in your relationship, in your life, in your everyday life. You got to see them all the time.
Right.
How do you do that?
Listen, I've been that bitter person. So on behalf of bitter people, known and unknown, I would like to say, deal with them in love, patience, set healthy boundaries in love, and just be honest with yourself. If you can't deal with that person's toxicity, definitely put space in between you and said person, but try not to damage them further. That's what I would say.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm a very vocal human being.
Okay.
You know, this is from.
Oh.
You know?
Oui.
So, if you come at me wrong, bitter,
Right.
I have to, I don't know why. I have to come back at you in non-lovatees.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, I say this. If you know you bitter, know who you can be bitter around.
But see, awareness of bitterhood is not realistic for a lot of people. Remember we talked about earlier that bitter is a byproduct of anger. You know when you're angry, but you don't necessarily know the effect, the impact that that's having on your entire being. By the time you are a bitter person, it's so deeply rooted and seated in your perspective and view of life that you may not even have the self-awareness to go, you know what, this is bitter. It's a hard pill to swallow. So, I mean, listen, you get what you put out. I've been cussed out by many. I don't have half the friends I had before, you know? And that's just, that's what happens when you don't have strong people that are, down to anchor and go with you through life. And you shouldn't ask that of other people either. But I would just say, if you see someone being bitter, try not to assume that they know. And be honest with yourself. Can you deal with it? Because I am a vocal person myself. So imagine being very vocal and very bitter. If you can't handle it, get out the kitchen. But if you can, be an anchor, stay down, and try to encourage that person, even if it's from a long-handled spoon. Because it could put a seed in their life to help them later.
Okay. It's a lot of BBs out there, and I'm not talking about the cafe, y'all. All right. So for more relationship advice, please buy my book, Me Before We, at mebeforewee.tv. And this has been your lunchtime lesson.